My name is Joe. These are just opinions. I am Joepinionated. Today on Joepinionated List Music Edition, I'm counting down the top 20 songs from the Dave Matthews Band. The Dave Matthews Band is the first band in history to have 7 consecutive albums debut at number 1. They formed in Virginia in 1991. Founding members are saxophonist LeRoi Moore, violinist and backing vocalist Boyd Tinsley, drummer and backing vocals Carter Beauford, bassist Stefan Lessard, singer, songwriter, guitarist Dave Matthews. I always thought Dave Matthews was, born and raised in South Africa. It was kind of what I had in my mind. I didn't realize that he had kind of moved all around and was in the States at a young age. Dave Matthews Band I find to be kind of one of those love 'em or hate 'em bands. I'm just going to jump into it. Top 20 Dave Matthews songs, Joepinionated list. Here we go. Number 20 comes off of Under the Table and Dreaming. The song is Warehouse. Dave Matthews Band sounds different than anybody else, just the combination of the horns with the violin. Number 19 on the Joepinionated list for greatest Dave Matthews Band songs comes off of 1996's Crash. The song is Too Much. Dave Matthews does, he's got a different sounding voice, and some people, it's almost, sometimes it almost reminds me a little bit of Adam Sandler. Number 18 all time on the Joepinionated list comes off of Big Whiskey and the GrooGrux. I can't say that. The King. From 2009, the song is called 7. I think this was the last album with LeRoi Moore on the horns, which is pretty sad, but I think I remember him saying that, they were really proud of this record, and he really liked this album. And number 17 comes off of Busted Stuff, and the song is Gray Street. Went to this tour. I really like this album. Busted Stuff is a great album. The one before it, Every Day, didn't hit as high for me as Busted Stuff. Song number 16 comes off of 1998's Before These Crowded Streets. It's a big hit off the album. The song is Crush. Crush is a stereo test. It's a really cool song. Stefan Lessard leading the way with the bass, honestly, on this one. And I don't know, it always kind of reminded me a bit of Seal. Number 15 all-time Joepinionated list comes off of Crash. The song is Crash Into Me. This is an incredible song. I mean, it was a huge hit. I'm not sure what his biggest hits are, but this has got to be way up there, if not the biggest. Crash Into Me was like a song that got played like Fast Car, by Tracy Chapman for, 5 summers in a row. Number 14 comes off of 1998's Before These Crowded Streets. The song is Stay, and in brackets, Wasting Time. A great, easy to listen to, Paul Simon-esque kind of track. Just very simple. The horns are incredible on this song too. Number 13 comes off of 1994's Under the Table and Dreaming. The song is Rhyme and Reason. The song structure, the way these guys write songs is just different. I mean, it's original. And even just the opening guitar and stuff like that, what they got going on with everybody working together. I don't know. It's just so strange how they weave these songs together sometimes. And Dave Matthews' voice, I think, kind of comes in really handy when he's doing these sort of almost tribal chants and stuff like that. Number 12 comes off of 1996's Crash. The song is Trippin' Billies. Eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we die. I just love that. I absolutely loved seeing this one live. The crowd. I mean, these guys put on amazing live shows. That's another thing they're famous for, is their live performances. And at number 11, for Dave Matthews' greatest songs, I'm going off of 1996's Crash, and the song is So Much to Say. I see my hell as the closet I'm stuck inside. I just love the lyrics to this one. I love the way he sings it. I love the progression. I mean, there's lots of progression in his songs, in their songs. It sounds so fucking good on vinyl too, I'm telling you. Like this Crash and this Before These Crowded Streets, and even Remember Two Things, and this one here, they're awesome on vinyl. And I've heard a few of the other ones too, Stand Up and GrooGrux King, and they sounded great too. My heaven is a nice house in the sky. It's got central heating, and I'm all right. Joepinionated list, the greatest list currently on the internet. Number 10 all time comes off of Dave Matthews. I believe it was his first solo album, and the album is Some Devil, and I'm going with the title track, Some Devil. I can remember working on like university homework, me and a friend putting this on. I think I bought it new at A&B Sound in Nanaimo. This song came on and it was just like, wow, it's I love it. Song number 9 comes off of Under the Table and Dreaming. The song is Ants Marching from 1994. He wakes up in the morning, does his teeth bite to eat, and he's rolling. He never changes a thing. The week ends, the week begins. Lights down, you up and die. Number 8 from 1996's Crash, Lie in Our Graves from 1996. This is another one of these ones too. Great progression, quick, witty, fast lyrics. Lie in Our Graves is definitely a fan favorite. Number 7 on the list comes off of Before These Crowded Streets from 1998. The song is Rapunzel. Killer beat, great dance song. Carter Beauford is like world-class drummer, just ridiculous. He's got this monster drum kit, and it's like watching Neil Peart, and it's just a thing of beauty just to watch him roll around a kit like that with ease. Number 6 from 1998's Before These Crowded Streets. This one, the song The Stone. Just this huge build. Some of his greatest songs do that, and so there's another couple I can think of that are coming up too. But The Stone, this is an epic live song. Such a cool one when they jam out on this one. It's number 5. For me, like a comeback song off of Big Whiskey and GrooGrux King.
No, you fucking pronounce that.
It's the big hit single, Why I Am. Man, the song rocks. I remember I bought a new truck. Times are good. And I remember just cranking this song. Damn, it sounded good. I just sort of saw it as a comeback because I wasn't as crazy as, about the middle albums there between Before These Crowded Streets and this one, really. Before These Crowded Streets was really like the last one that I was crazy about. I'll never forget that. And this whole album is full of monsters, honestly. They're really, really good. Okay, number 4 all time on the Joepinionated list from Before These Crowded Streets, Don't Drink the Water. Don't Drink the Water features Canadian Alanis Morissette in the background for the end of the song. It's just about the atmosphere of this song. The lyrics are phenomenal. Definitely my wife's favorite Dave Matthews song. The top 5 are always interchangeable on my list, and any given day or when I'm listening to it, like in my headset right now. And I watch the history of the First Nations, and Ken Burns did a really cool documentary called The West. And essentially it talks a lot about that too, and just about the people being moved around and from the east out to the west. And this song's kind of about that. Don't drink the water, there's blood in the water. Don't drink the water, this one just kills. Okay, number 3 all-time Joepinionated list comes off of 1996's Crash. The song is Two Step. Just one of the greatest Dave Matthews Band songs. They're always in the top 5 for me, for sure. Just love what's going on between the fiddle and the horns on this one again. I just don't know a lot of bands that write and perform songs like this. This is 100% original again. I don't understand how anybody can listen to Two Step and not like these guys. Celebrate we will. Number 2 all time on the Joepinionated list is featured on a couple of records, but I prefer the live versions, especially the live versions in the early days, kind of before he made it big. And the song is Bartender. It was on Busted Stuff, and I like the album version too. The album version is tight. The old live versions are way better. Especially when he used to say, if I go before I'm old, oh brother of mine, please don't forget me if I go. If I die before I'm young, sweet sister of mine, please don't regret me if I die. Bartender, please fill my glass for me. The wine you gave Jesus that set him free after 3 days in the ground. Dave Matthews used to be a bartender, I know that too. In some of the old versions, and I can't find them anymore, and sometimes I miss Napster, and it was before it was recorded live. It was just a live version. I was into Dave Matthews, and that was one place where you could listen to some of the live recordings, and so sue me. There was a few versions where I used to say, roll one up for me with the kind he gave Jesus that set him free. I'll put a link to one of the cool ones here in the description. There's always links in the description for stuff I'm talking about. Honorable mentions, Seek Up, Gaucho from Away from the World. Really cool record too. Stand Up for it, off of Stand Up. Come Tomorrow, off of the album Come Tomorrow. If Only, off Away from the World. Again and Again, off of Come Tomorrow. Dancing Nancy's off of Under the Table and Dreaming, in case you thought it was my number one. It's not. I got it just outside the list. Another Stereo Test, Shake Me Like a Monkey, off of Big Whiskey. A Gravedigger, which was the single off of Some Devil, a solo record from Dave Matthews. And from Busted Stuff, the song Where Are You Going? I think he used to... Did he play this song with Soul Live? Now I'm getting confused. When I saw them, I'm pretty sure Soul Live opened for him. Soul Live, they did Joyful Girl with. That's a really cool song too. Shit, maybe that should be on the list. Another honorable mention, Joyful Girl. I know it's an Andy DeFranco cover, but I could be screwing it up. I think Dave Matthews did Joyful Girl. If he did, it's on the list. Number one all-time Joepinionated list for Dave Matthews Band. We're going off of the debut record, Under the Table and Dreaming. I fell in love with it, honestly, from the live at Luther College. The song is Jimmy Thing. And Jimmy spelled Jimi, as in Jimi Hendrix. I love the guitar in this song, actually. First of all, I love the live versions. I just think the guitar rocks a little bit harder on the live versions. But the sound quality is incredible. And what he can do with his voice in the live versions for this song, too, really...
Knock my socks off.
I'm not currently wearing socks because it's hot as fucking here. I may be from Canada, but, you know, I live in, like, the warmest part of Canada, so it almost never snows here. Sometimes it takes a Jimmy thing. Lately, I've been feeling low. A remedy is what I'm seeking. Take a taste of what's mellow. Come away to something better. What I want is what I've not got, but what I need is all around me. Take a Jimmy thing just to keep me swinging. Brother Chaos rules all about. Sometimes I walk there. Sometimes, God knows, I take the bus there. I shouldn't care. I shouldn't care bereaved as I'm feeling. This one means a lot to me anyways. They all do. Top 5 are all amazing songs and, you know, deserves to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Honestly, I think is underrated. And I think that some people don't give him a chance and they don't think it's cool to like Dave Matthews, but the biggest regrets I've had growing up and listening to music is that I just would shut out artists or shut out genres just because I thought they weren't cool, or I just kind of bundled them all together. And that's truly the definition of ignorance, really. I'm kicking myself for not getting into some bands earlier than I should have if I didn't do that. For instance, Sturgill Simpson, even John Prine, even some folk stuff. So this has been another Joepinionated list. Reminder to like and comment and subscribe. Tell me I'm an idiot. I can take it. I got a lot of respect for the Dave Matthews Band. They've lost a couple members. One tragically passed away, LeRoi, and Boyd is no longer in the group. I can't wait to see what these guys put out next. They just put out a record this year. Keep it coming, and I'd love to hear more live stuff especially. I'm sorry, I'm a little low on facts and high on opinions. Respect to the Dave Matthews Band.